All right, so we're here at the Jupiter podcast. I'm with the man himself, Thomas. So, Thomas, you know, I know you. We spoke before in the past,
Yes.
but there's some people that may not know who you are. Can you
Right.
give a brief introduction to who you are and what you do?
Sure, yes. So, hey, I'm Thomas. I joined Jupiter 4 months ago right now. I joined with a RainFi acquisition. We were working on Offerbook product. And I recently started to work as a product lead on Jupiter Academy, which is a DeFi education hub. And yeah, by the way, I'm a software engineer. So, yes.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to speak about today, right? The actual education platform. So it's like, why do we need that? Why are we building that? Give us some high level insight on that.
Yeah, so the thing is, I think in crypto it's pretty hard today to find a way to onboard the people, like your friends and family, in an easy way. Like, if you want them to buy some crypto, you want to find a way. You have to tell them to create an account on a centralized exchange, and they have to KYC, they have to put the credit card or do a wire transfer. This is pretty hard. Like, it takes some time, and it's a big barrier at the entrance into the ecosystem. So we wanted to make something really fast and easy for people. So we think that Jupiter is the way to do this because we have the Jupiter mobile wallet, which is gasless. You can also magic link your friends, so you can just send money to them with a QR code or link.
Yeah.
And in like 2 minutes without KYC, you have some money from your friend and you can start to buy some Solana with your USDC. You don't even have to get Solana on your wallet because it's gasless. So.
And like it's 2026 now, right? DeFi's been around for 8 years or so, maybe a little bit longer, and I feel like we're still struggling. We're
Yes.
still struggling on the education part, right? What have you learned that has been broken, like in this process, because you're trying to solve the problem, right?
So what is broken, I think, like most of academies I saw, there is a lack of trust first. I didn't see any academy or not a lot where you know who is teaching you the knowledge is on the platform. That is something that's pretty hard for people to trust first.
Yeah.
It's pretty complex sometimes. It speaks about many blockchain principles, like aspects that you don't really need to know about when you start in crypto. You just need to know how it works.
Yeah.
And also it's very fragmented. Like every product they're talking about in academies, you have to go on a platform and another platform. But at Jupiter, we have almost everything in the same place. So you can earn yield, you can buy tokens, you can do perps, you can do everything under the same app.
Okay. And who would you say the platform, the academy is built for? Is it for just crypto curious people or beginners or intermediates? Like who are you targeting?
So the first target for now is mostly beginners. So I would say if you're a user of Jupiter already, it's mostly for your friends and family who heard about crypto but never got the chance to get into it, and they don't have a proper way to start it. They don't know where to start. So you can just send them some money and get them into academy so they can just learn about the basic things they can do with Jupiter.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, when it comes to education, I think a lot of people just don't like it, right?
Right.
There is in fact that pain that you get in your head when you're learning stuff, right?
Right.
And I was watching a podcast with David Goggins and another guy, a neurologist, and he was saying that pain is actually your brain rewiring and learning the information. It actually physically changes, right? That was super interesting. I was thinking to myself, the problem, like, education is sometimes annoying is because it's hard, one, and two, it can be like really boring.
It's not fun,
Yeah. So how are we going to solve that issue? Like, how are we going to make this education academy platform something that people want to do rather than...
Yeah, so that's the main idea with Academy. We wanted to make something like, the apps we have, like for learning language. There is many apps there, which is very fun, like Duolingo or any other app. And we wanted to make this really fun for people. Like they want actually to use it. They get some dopamine when they complete something. So we're introducing some sort of quest of experience earnings by completing actions. So basically, when you just finish a lesson, you'll have some questions to validate you understand what you just learned about in the lesson. And we also want to introduce some on-chain actions. For example, if you just learned about how to buy a token, we will ask you to perform a swap on Jupiter, and we will check for it on-chain to validate you did this action. So this is all a really interactive experience.
Okay, so almost like gamifying the education experience.
Exactly, yeah. That's the thing.
Okay. So sticking on the gamification side, right? How can we see it? Like what will it look like? Right? Will we see like XP points? Will we see like badges? Will we see like NFTs? Maybe it's quite early on right now, but what's the ideas?
Yeah, the idea is just you can actually access the academy without signing in first. So this is not mandatory. You don't have to enter into the gamification process if you don't want to. You can also access the content freely. But if you want to get into it, you can just sign in with a wallet. You can just create a wallet with Google. It's you don't have to save any private key. It's really easy. You get a wallet in seconds. And when you get this, you can save your progress. So you will go through experience points that make you cross levels on the platforms, and you'll have some badges. Like for example, if you completed 10 lessons or you reach a certain level, you'll get a badge that you can showcase and maybe share your profile to your friends, share it on X, for example.
Yeah. So like I see like an emphasis on what you're saying, like for this to go through someone who is already using the products and like onboarding their friends and family,
right?
In the easiest way.
But not that's not all we want to do. Like that's the beginning start. But in short, midterm, I would say we want to introduce also intermediate and advanced lesson. Intermediate lesson will be mostly for people who use Jupiter, but maybe just the swap, for example. There is many people on Jupiter. They come, they just swap, and they don't know anything about the other products we have. So we want to let them know how Lend works, for example, how Multiply works. So we want to get deeper into each product to maybe switch them from single product user to multiple product user on Jupiter.
Okay, yeah, because there's a lot out there for people to absorb. They might be happy just swapping, and they may know that Lend exists, but it's just not something that they've ever done before. So the education side,
and they don't know what to start. Sometimes there is some features in our products which are kind of difficult to access for people. They don't know exactly how it works, and or they're not aware about it sometimes.
So I want to take this towards like the Web 4 vision as well, right? Why is it super important now, right? Like we're seeing as we're at Cat Lumpur right now, we're seeing the talks, we're seeing the emphasis on the Web 4 vision, going gasless, unifying the markets, simplifying the user experience. Why is it so important that the education side is also simplified and easy access for you guys?
That's right. So I heard from Cash yesterday, like we are currently in the stage where we are the early adopters of crypto, and we're moving slowly to the early majority who will be using crypto. And I think it's very important for people to get onboarded in a seamless way. In a place where they can do pretty much everything. They don't have to care about what is blockchain. They don't have to care about what is private key. All of these things as barriers to the majority adoption. So education is definitely part of this step to get to the early majority. And we want to go in this direction. And I definitely think that today Jupiter is maybe the best way to onboard people because of all the ecosystem, all the products we have in the same place, and the Jupiter Mobile, the gasless, everything is pretty easy for the user. Also, Jupiter Global is coming, so.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like you have the DeFi Super app. By design, it's been made to help the one who's interested, right? Like you can send the link and send someone funds without them having to like purchase Solana, and they can make a swap. It's just it's everything is simplified for the user experience. So how do we see this moving forward, right? Like obviously Web 4 is a future thing. It's a long-term vision. how do we see the platform itself, the academy itself, growing or scaling or adapting as we go on in maybe in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yes, 3 to 5 years is pretty far away, I think, but we can think about it. The main idea for now is to get something that is also fueled by the community. So we want the community to help us to build the knowledge hub, the content base. So we will have like curated lessons, community can submit lessons. We will display their names, like this has been written by this guy in the community. And yes, so we're trying to find a way to make everything in the same hub, of content with the community and the product leads of Jupiter right now. And I think the future for Jupiter Academy is definitely on mobile. We have to get people onboarded on Jupiter Mobile more and more because this is the easiest way to get adoption. Like everyone has the phone all the day. Everyone is used to do anything, to learn on the phone, to watch videos on the phone. So this should be the main vector.
It's interesting you say about the community because Meteora, like I spoke to them the other day, and one of my questions was like, they started the education stuff, they bootstrapped it, but now it seems very heavily community driven. Would you say that would be like the ultimate goal for it to get to a point where it becomes super autonomous and the community is like driving the education side?
Yes, definitely. You still need power members of the academy who will decide what is getting inside the academy, which is correct or not, because we don't want garbage content for sure. So we have to create it, but the idea is to get the community involved for at the beginning.
YouTube, is that going to be utilized? Reddit, X, what's the different platforms that you...
So probably YouTube, Discord, and Academy itself. So we will work with the Jupiter media team on this to get the videos. There is also already Brian working fully on Academy right now, shooting the videos in the Singapore studio. And it should be on YouTube. YouTube can also target to Academy. So if you want the gamified experience, you can go to Academy. And like I said, you can access the content like without signing in, without gamification. There is many ways to access the content. Either you just found it on Google and you read the lesson and you go out of the platform, or you get involved in more lessons. You want the gamification, you get into it, or maybe you just watch the lesson on YouTube.
Okay. Well, maybe someone's watching this on YouTube now, and what's your message to them? Maybe they're on the fence and they're like, "Oh, maybe I should try this," or maybe maybe it's they're just on the fence. What would you say to them to go onto the platform and give it a go?
So right now we're not live yet. We will be rolling out the beta soon in a few weeks probably. You can follow us on the X account on Jupiter Academy. We will post the updates there, which is @jup_academy on X. And I think it's a platform you have to try and give us some feedback as soon as it's live.
All right. Well, you've heard it here. Go to Jup_academy.
Yes, right.
Head there and you'll get your updates, and also if you're on the fence, give it a go. And actually everyone's quite approachable. Obviously the Jupiter main team, myself on Twitter. If anyone has any questions or anything, you can DM us, you can message us, comment. We always get back to you guys. So get learning.
Thank you, Sax.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you.